Morning guys, welcome to Simple Living PEI. So we are officially on our own during the days. Hubby went back to work today. So we've got red onions and a good chunk of the leeks into the ground already, but I still have some of the leeks left over from last year, some of the seeds, so I got to get these in the ground today. I was on the phone with my mother actually just a few minutes ago, and we did get some of the rutabagas in the ground as well. And it's also herb day. I have got a little fly on the inside of my hat. So we're also going to get some of the herbs into the ground. I have the cilantro, parsley, and the dill. That's what else I planted. I've got those in the ground up in the herb garden because they're annual, so they'll go away. The rosemary didn't come up. I'm a little upset about that, so I got to get some rosemary seeds into the ground today. And the oregano and the thyme, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to put them in the ground. I put them in the greenhouse to try and start getting them hardened off a little bit. But let's get these few leeks in the ground and get this show on the road, will we? Time to work. I truly did forget how much planting leeks and onions is like sticking single little blades of grass in the ground one at a time. Mind you, I am really happy when I get them. I love leeks. We keep them in the freezer all winter long. So I am hoping to get maybe about 80 pounds between the onions and the leeks. I think 80 pounds of onions and leeks would last us for the entire winter season. At least I hope so. Because, I do like my onions, I do like my leeks, and I love to cook. So you might as well have what actually works well for you. But I can tell you though, after today, after planting everything and doing all this weeding in the garden, and there's so much of it you guys did not see or going to see. My poor legs, oh my gosh, the muscles in the back of the legs. Talk about tired. Another job done. Off to the next one. Well guys, welcome to the herb garden. Now there's not a lot out here yet. We did do a lot of cleanup in this garden, but got some roots in here I gotta get rid of. There we go. Now this soil's pretty dry at the moment, but it'll pick up. But let's get the rosemary in. If I can get the package open. There we go. There should be enough in here for me to get the line across the back that I want to put in. So let's get these in the ground. Nice and quick little plant. Okay. So let's grab the hose. We'll give the rosemary a bit of a a bit of a water. So yeah, like I said, down here, I've got the 3 little partitions. So back there is dill, this is cilantro, and this is my parsley. But back there are now those little rosemaries, right back in there. Now this whole large section in the front, that will mostly be oregano and thyme. Now, Rosemary is more like a woody bush, so hopefully if it grows up the way it's supposed to, we won't have to worry about it. My herb garden isn't pretty, and I don't really plant a lot of stuff in here that I'm not going to use. But this is the first year I've actually put the seeds in and really hope that they come out good. Here's hoping, right? But there, that's all nice and watered. Off to the next chore. Thought I'd show you our cherry tree. Isn't that just beautiful? There's some cherry blossoms in a couple of weird places down here. But that's that Bing cherry tree. I can't believe it. Let's check the other cherry trees while we're out here. Maybe we have a few other flowers. Now the little tiny sour cherry, I really don't expect anything on him. Mostly because he is still growing and trying. But the bigger one, let's take a look. Oh yeah, he is going to be covered in blossoms soon. Check that out right there. Beautiful. That's just fabulous. Well, since we're on a bit of a tree kick, let's check everything else while we're out here. You would not believe at all that I actually cut this grass not that long ago. Yeah, I did. You can't tell. Mind you, we don't cut the grass short, and we definitely do not put anything on the ground that'll kill the dandelions, because hey, it is the spring, the bees need to eat. Oh wow. Well, you guys don't really need to see the top of my head. You want to see the maple trees? There's that itty bitty tiny maple tree we didn't think was going to make it. But all the maples are in leaf. Fabulous. Now we are due to get a pretty big rain on Friday, so yeah, look at that. Got a big old bumbler flying around me somewhere. And you can't even see my walk path right now. But I gotta cut the grass. So I guess I'm going to recut my walking path. Oh, it never ends. Hi guys. So it's awful bright, glary. Not sure if you can see, but we're actually gonna get some stuff in the ground. These are Bartolo cabbages. So these guys here are gonna go in this garden. Now I've been slowly kind of tidying up all these extra weeds as I've been going, but let's get some stuff in the ground. These seedlings actually, they did come up pretty well. Now we did have a few failures in the seedlings, and then of course some of the more delicate seedlings, they had some problems. So these seedlings here, these cabbages, I have to admit I'm very proud of, and I really hope they do come out really good. I actually do love cabbage. It tastes good. Now over here, we got to clean that up because we have broccoli to get in the ground too. Well, this little section's a little long. Sorry guys. I did a lot of work in this garden. So this part here, this is where actually all the broccoli goes in. And then of course I thought I planted the Brussels sprouts as well in this garden, but it turns out I planted the cauliflower. Yeah, it was a long day, can you tell? Wow, I am so tired. But to be honest, we were so much more prepared this year, which is great. And then with Mother Nature not being very cooperative whatsoever, we did end up with more weeds on the rows than we really wanted to at this time. Normally, there's not so many weeds. It was pretty chilly and just basically ugly this spring so far, but it's been beautiful weather. couple of days of rain coming soon, so we're going to see how many we can actually get in the ground before that rain hits. But once again, though, the back of the legs, oh, I am getting better, though. Last year, by the time I got the seedlings planted, I was seriously out for the count. But anyway, hopefully you're enjoying the videos, but go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come along with us as we go through our simpler life here on PEI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, guys, oops. I know I haven't been out here very long, but we are still working on the fitness. I am still older and broken, but the spot for the broccoli is ready. I'm gonna go and get my water. Forgot my most important vitamin, of course, because today is Iron Day. Gotta love being older and broken. Anyway, I'm gonna have a bit of a sit down, and then we're gonna get this broccoli in the ground. Well, I thought I'd show you just how we're actually watering these gardens right now while I'm trying to find a better oscillating sprinkler. It's a bit of a pain, but hey, it works. That square spinning little sprinkler that we found is still one of the best things I think I've ever used in our garden. But like I said, once again, go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. Really thanks for watching, and I admit, I am having fun. I am seriously tired, but I am having some fun. Well, that's the broccoli and the cauliflower planted. This chick is tired. I don't think that sprinkler is quite in the right spot, though. Cabbage is really not getting watered over there. Just enough breeze to be annoying. But those are all the broccoli, guys. You're probably getting dripped on. That's okay. But it looks like it doesn't really look like the cabbage is really getting watered much. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit and move it. Let's go. Alrighty, so I moved it just kind of over into that aisle because there's just enough breeze that it's kind of blowing it the other way. But let's take a look. But you see the straight line along the water where the water's hitting? That's what I mean when I say this thing sprays in a square. I have to admit it's probably one of the better finds that we ever had. Okay, it looks like the little cabbage is down there getting some water. So I'm going to let this go for a while. The kale, or the Swiss chard, sorry. Down below the kale, it's getting watered. And yeah, don't worry, the rest of those weeds will be pulled out as soon as I can distinguish the Swiss chard from the weeds. But we did also have, I'm gonna get in the water, another volunteer sunflower. Well, guys, I think that's enough for me today. I'm gonna take my Einstein hair in the house, let these get watered, and oh yeah, I still have to put the tractor away. I was gonna keep cutting grass today, but I've been in the sun a lot. It is very bright around here today. So I edged the gardens down there, but I still have a lot to cut, sorry. So that's it for me today. We'll keep planning tomorrow. Busy. Springtime. The work never ends.